If you are someone who is grinding the 9-to-5 corporate ladder and contributing to your 401k, HSA, Roth IRA, or into the stock market, congratulations, you're going to be a millionaire when you're 65 or close to death according to the life expectancy of US, which in fact decreased to 76 years old in 2021. Okay, I didn't mean to scare you there, but I just needed a strong hook for this video. I have nothing against working 9 to 5 because in fact, I do it myself. 2023 is finally here and I thought it would be a good time to make a video on how you all can get rich or even wealthy this year or in the coming years. I wanted to share some of my goals for 2023 and my plans on exponentially growing my income. This video is not going to be beating around the bush.
Everybody on this stream could be a billionaire.
Like some other personal finance channels.
Just tell me the truth.
Talking about investing in your retirement accounts or putting aside 10% of your earnings in some SPY or some mutual funds that will yield you 8% per year if you're lucky. Because let's face it, those things are not going to make you rich when you are young. In fact, you can go out and ask anyone who is rich or wealthy and no one will tell you that they got to where they are now being frugal and investing in a 401k account. Even if you're not young, it's never too late in my opinion to change up your life. I am currently 28 years old and I've had a fair share of experiences running various businesses and trying out way too many side hustles. Today I'm going to share my accumulated knowledge and my experiences to hopefully direct your life to be more financially independent. It all began in 1994 when I was born in South Korea. Growing up, my family was nowhere near rich or even a middle class. However, I was fortunate enough to be able to come to America at a young age to be given an opportunity to live a meaningful life. I was curious George growing up because I wanted to be good in everything. I wanted to learn all that I could and just absorb skills like a sponge. This wasn't intentional or anything, but it was just out of pure curiosity. To name some of the things that I've learned: beatboxing, drums, guitar, piano, hacking, web designing, video editing, cooking, and just many more skills, all because I was curious. I think I was relatively smart in school because of my Asian parents.
For history, I got another A. Average again, Jesus, you have to do better.
But I was not a genius. I knew that I wanted to be rich after high school, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. And believe me, even to this day, I'm still trying to figure out how I can get there effectively before turning 35. So before I know it, I was dabbing into all these side hustles from a young age. I ran an Airbnb business for 6 years after high school, and I day traded for 2 years, and I did dropshipping for another 2 years, and there were other smaller side hustles along the way. This led me to a conclusion, which is my first advice if you want to get rich. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. This may sound cliche, but if you want to be rich or wealthy, you need to be in control of your income. To be in control of how much you make, you need to be willing to be independent and get out of your 9-to-5 salary. No matter what your salary may be, whether it's $30,000 per year, 50, 70, or even 6 figures, you do not have any control of how much you're going to get and how much raise you're going to have besides switching companies. And even that's hard to do with the layoffs. The whole reason I started this YouTube channel was because I know there are people out there who went through the struggle and want to find ways to become financially independent, escaping the poverty life that you're trapped in. But I wouldn't be able to have started the channel without experiencing all the things that I did in the past. Although I went to college and graduated with accounting and finance degree, I am not using the degree at all. Over time, there was a realization that to become rich, I need to not just rely on a stable 9 to 5, but do things that make me uncomfortable, like a business which solely depends on myself to sustain, put food on the table, and pay my bills. Now, all of this doesn't mean that you should quit your job right now and
I'm out of here.
Forget about investing in your 401k. I still think those are a valuable safety net that you can always turn back to. But I think all of you, if you haven't already, should learn a high income skill. Tim, I want to be rich, but I don't really know what business to start. Here's the thing, you don't know what to do because you haven't had the chance to experience high value skills, or perhaps you haven't had the time to sit and think about what skills you already have. I don't care where you come from and how old you are. We all have experiences growing up and we're all good in certain things. The real question to unlocking your wealth is, what am I good at that can possibly benefit other people? To give an example, I was super into gaming back in middle and high school, specifically into an RPG game, which if you don't know what it is, it's basically having a character in a virtual world. You do quests and level up in the game. But I got to a point that I was so knowledgeable about the game, I knew exactly what attracted people to the game and how we can improve on things to make it more enjoyable for the players. However, I did not have the expertise or coding skills to open up a private server myself. I reached out to one of the players in the game who was a software developer. I may not have made any fortune from opening the private server, but I was able to turn my experience, knowledge, and skills into a tangible income source. Of course, I was enjoying the game while doing it at the same time, so whether you want to teach people about fitness, become a tutor, start a cleaning business, or flip cars for extra income, this brings me to my third part of the video. Just execute your ideas and turn it into reality. So many people tread on, I should have done this, I could have done that, I would have done this.
You should have put ketchup on it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, big whoop. Okay, no offense, but opportunities will come to those who are at the right place and at the right time. But if you don't execute your ideas or do anything about it, you won't be able to seize on that opportunity even if it came to you.
You smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
Opportunity.
No, money.
If I didn't reach out to the software developer, there wouldn't be no private server. I go over a lot of side hustles in my channel. Why? Because I did those things myself to make money while I was jobless or just needed an extra income. But people give excuses saying, oh, that money is not worth it, or I can make more money doing Uber. Well then, why aren't you making more money? The real scary thing is, I asked myself 5 years ago where I would be in 5 years. And this was back in college when I was doing Airbnb business and I was making 6 figures a year, but I thought I would have achieved more by now. But little did I know that I would have shut down my Airbnb business due to the pandemic. But you know what? I gained a lot of experience, and most importantly, I've gained the confidence that I can make 6 figures and rise up again. Sometimes it just takes a simple mindset to change your life, because oftentimes businesses are not as hard as you think they are. This brings me to my final point. Don't doubt yourself and think that you're not smart enough or you can't do it because people who are successful are just talented and born different.
Did you think I was also gonna be a chill, normal dude?
Back when I was in freshman year of college, my sister reached out to me to do an Airbnb business together. At the time, I thought it was crazy to even think about doing a vacation rental business when we didn't even have a property. I put up a barrier before I even started because I thought it was impossible and it was too high of a risk. But eventually we did start the business, and I'm not gonna lie, it was tough to set up and get it going. We've had many ups and downs running the business that we never faced before. However, we did overcome those challenges, and when I look back to myself, all I can say is, why did I think it was impossible, or better yet, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be? And because I overcame that mental barrier, I was then able to try out new ventures like day trading and dropshipping. To be honest, my day trading flopped pretty hard. I've lost thousands of dollars trying it. I've invested in gurus and courses, but in dropshipping, I was able to run a couple successful stores hitting 5 to 6 figures a month. All of this was possible because I knew that things were not as hard as I expect. I'm not saying they're going to be easy, but it's not impossible. With that said, let me go over some of my goals and plan for this year and some actionable plans that you can set up for yourself. I started this YouTube channel back in November and it's already been 2 months. I started out originally to start a community and share my knowledge and experience to help others who may be struggling or going through similar times that I've went through. I am so grateful to each and every subscribers and my supporters. My goal for this year is to be responsible and accountable for my plan. I plan on achieving 100,000 subscribers by end of this year, and that may seem far away, but I believe it's totally achievable. I also want to start a series down the road where I can help individuals to change their life and their financial status. Even if it means helping them to earn more money on the side or getting people out of debt, I want to document the process and show to others that it's completely possible no matter what situation they're in. Because ultimately, I made the channel to find people like me who want to become financially independent. But I do want to reiterate that I do not condone on quitting your 9 to 5 or not investing in your retirement account. I still believe that's a great safety net that can help sustain your financial life, but by adding on side hustles and more income stream, you can hopefully achieve your financial freedom sooner than you expect. If you have made it far into this video, thank you for watching, and I want you to comment down below what your goal is for 2023 and what are some of the actionable things that you will do to achieve that goal. We can then come back to this video in 6 months or to a year and see if we actually committed to our plans. I will create a follow-up video within a year, hopefully achieving my goals or being close to it. Again, I make videos on personal finance and entrepreneurship so we can be all successful. Please subscribe if you want to learn and follow my journey to be a millionaire. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.